Hi guys, welcome to Across the Pond. Welcome to Vic and Vern Sport Chat, and welcome. My name's Vic. This is don't like that. I don't like how I introduced myself there today. Let's change that. I'm not going to cut it out because it's not worth it. Guys, hope you're all doing well, man. First of all, welcome to Vic and Vern Sport Chat. My name is Vic. Welcome to Across the Pond. Doesn't that sound better? I'm just all excited because it's the Super Bowl, baby. It's the Super Bowl. It's coming Sunday. I mean, let's put that straight out there. I mean, we got to put the countdown in here. It's 3 hours. It's 3 days, 10 hours, and 54 minutes, and a few seconds. And I'm nervous because my Patriots are in the final, baby, against the Seahawks. We've had that before. We'll get into that afterwards. Now it's Super Bowl 60 coming up. But what are we talking about today? First of all, there you go. Of course, we're going to talk about the Super Bowl, NBA. All the results there, the stats, of course, the trade deadline that's coming up in a few hours' time as well. NHL, NCAA. Then we've got to talk of the NFL Hall of Shame. It's not the Hall of Fame anymore, it's the Hall of Shame. So we're going to be talking about that. Let me just, take that away there quickly. Take the countdown away because I do want to pop that in there. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification button. We're well on our way to 135,346. So let's get to 136,000 by the weekend. If you want to contact, email is right up beneath me there. So do that. So let's put the countdown back. Now, look, it's all about the Super Bowl this weekend. I'm like, when you're a kid and your parents put those presents under the Christmas tree like 3-4 days before Christmas. And you shake and you rattle and you try to see, is there something in there? You try to make a little peek. That's how I feel now with the Super Bowl coming up. I'm like a kid at Christmas, baby. I'm like a kid at Christmas. Can't wait. And then my team is in the Super Bowl. I mean, I've been lucky in my life. I've had a few times that my Patriots have been in the Super Bowl, but I didn't think we were going to be here this year. To be honest, if you check my NFL predictions, I didn't even have us making the playoffs. What do I know? I'm just happy that we're there. So it is Super Bowl 60 there in Santa Clara, California, there in the beautiful, beautiful Levi Stadium. That all kicks off at 12:30 Central European Time, Monday morning. But we'll be live Sunday evening already, about 45 minutes to an hour before the game. I got to educate Vern, my partner, about the NFL as well. But let's break down some stuff on these two teams. I mean, let's give you some background information. Seahawks. Look, the Seahawks are a one-time NFL champion. They did win it in 2013 with the Legion of Boom. Marshawn Lynch was on that squad. They had Russell Wilson. Pete Carroll was the coach. Sherman. They had a few great players on that squad. They've been conference championships. They've had 2 divisional championships. They've had 12. So, the Seahawks is a good organization. I love them because I just love Pete Carroll. His decision I still can't believe he made that decision. But I'm going to show you a video of that very soon. Don't you worry. Then the Patriots, a big, big dynasty there, man. Come on, let's see. 6 Super Bowls, all won with the GOAT himself, Tom Brady, 2001, 2003, 2004, 2014, 2016, and 2018. Look, they've been to the conference championships 12 times, divisional champion 23 times. So, I mean, big, big dynasty. But look, I got to be fair. I think the Seahawks are the favorites for this one. But it's the Super Bowl. Anything can happen. Or as they say, on a given Sunday, anything can happen. There you go. Good movie, that. Then you go. So let's have a quick look at the stats. Who are the top dogs from both teams? Look, of course, 2 quarterbacks you did not expect to see in the Super Bowl. Let's be honest. They are, at the beginning of the season, you wouldn't have ranked these 2 quarterbacks in the top 10. But both have had a fantastic season. There's Sam Donald at 4,000 passing yards. Drake made 4,400. Look, Sam Donald, a little bit heavy on the interceptions there with 14. 25 touchdowns, 14 interceptions. Drake May, it's only his second year in the league, 31 touchdowns, 8 interceptions. He is close to that MVP, but I do think that they're going to give it to my man there from the LA Rams. So yeah, we'll see tonight. Don't forget, tonight is the NFL awards. So we'll see who gets the MVP. Look, they both got good running backs there. Walker and Henderson, the receivers. I think Stephon Diggs is going to be big in this one. If Stephon Diggs can have a big game there, I think the Patriots have got a chance. I mean, both got very good defenses. I would rank the Seattle defense just a little bit better than the Patriots defense. Look, where do I have the advantage? I think the Seattle's got a little bit better defense. I think Drake May's a little bit the better quarterback than Sam Donald. But otherwise, I kind of see it quite evenly. I can't see one team blowing out the other one. Look, I'm not going to go against my Patriots, even though the Seattle Seahawks are the favorites. I'm going to go Patriots 21-18. I can't see it being a massively high-scoring game because there are two big defensive teams out there. Let's have a look at the injury report. Look, they're all questionable. Most of them, I think most of them will be back. Estimated return. You see, all of them are estimated to return. Listen here. You'd have to chop my leg off if I was a player not to play in the Super Bowl. And I guess it's exactly the same with these guys. Everyone's going to be there. Everybody wants to be there. You will be healthy for the Super Bowl. Believe me, man. Believe me. But I wanted to show you something here. Here we go. Here we go, baby. Remember this. This was, I think it was Super Bowl 2016. And what a play this was. What a play this was. Check it out.
Play clock at 5. Pass is intercepted at the goal line by Malcolm Butler. Unreal. Malcolm Butler, who almost made the phenomenal play that wound up in Percy's arms. There are flags on the field for a celebration. Amazing. Butler, a rookie free agent.
Yeah, there you go. That's enough of that, man. I don't want to rub it into the Seattle Seahawks fans, but I'm gonna leave dumbass because that was the most idiotic, stupid, and ridiculous play calling from Pete Carroll that I've ever seen from an NFL coach. Let's be honest. I mean, you guys, you had Marshawn Lynch there on the 1 yard line. Just give it to the beast. You would have won the Super Bowl. I'm glad you didn't. I will, anytime I see Pete Carroll, I will pay the drinks. Don't worry, because I love the man. I thought he did a great job. The Seattle fans are going to hate me for this. They're going to hate me for this. But yeah, it is what it is, man. It is what it is. So it's going to be a big one on Sunday. We're going to have a nice Super Bowl party there. Me and Vern, we're going to have some snacks. So join us for that. That's going to be great. But listen here, we've got to move on. We've got to move on. Not only the Super Bowl going on. It is the Hall of Fame. I've changed the name. I don't know. I know everybody else has changed it. It is officially the Hall of Shame. I mean, what the fucking hell are you people doing there in the Hall of Fame? I mean, come on. Come on. I got to take you idiots away here. Here you go. Look. So you snubbed this man, right? The greatest coach of all times, right? You snubbed him. He's won eight Super Bowl rings. 6 as a head coach. 6. And then 2 as a defensive coordinator. So he's got 8 Super Bowl rings, but he's not a first Hall ballot. And I'm going to say something very controversial afterwards. Then the greatest owner that ever was in the NFL, Robert Kraft, the winningest owner, you snub him as well. Not a first. So my question is, what the hell's next? So Tom Brady's not going to be a first ballot Hall of Famer. But you know what? I'm going to say a few things about this. I'm going to get into trouble. I know it already. But let's be honest. What are these? Well, I'm going to put them out there. Bill Belichick, there you go. Let me make Tom Brady a little bit smaller. And I mean, obviously, there you go. We'll put Tommy in the middle there. Okay. What are these 3 guys? Okay. First of all, those guys in the Hall of Fame who get to vote, all a bunch of haters. Most of them don't like the Patriots. Okay, so we got that. That's number 1. What do these 3 guys have in common? I'm telling you now. I'm going there. People say, Vic, don't go there. I'm fucking going there. Who do they support? I can't mention names because otherwise if I mention the name of the person they support, they don't push this video as much. All I gotta say is, make stuff great again. That's who they support. That's why they got snubbed. I'm telling you that now. I am freaking telling you that. Had they supported the sleepy one, the dementia guy, they would have been in the Hall of Fame now. That's the way it is. I'm telling you, Vic knows best, baby. I am so pissed off. If Tom Brady doesn't get a first ballot Hall of Fame, they might as well burn the bloody thing down. I saw Stephen A. the other day. He said, if Tom Brady doesn't get in, they can burn the Hall of Fame down. That's already not worth it. If you own a yellow jacket, you might as well fucking burn it and throw it away, because it's now worthless. Because now it means nothing anymore. It doesn't matter what you achieve on the field. That doesn't mean anything. It's all become political. It's all about haters. So there you go. I'm just so pissed off. And what are they going to do now? Now, can you imagine the Patriots win it on the weekend, right? And Robert Kraft wins another one. I mean, you people are embarrassing yourself in the Hall of Fame. And it's that bloody Polian guy. Freaking hell. There's so many arseholes in that committee. I can't, I'm going to lose my shit. Let's move on to ice hockey. Otherwise, I'm going to lose my shit. There we go. That was the hockey results from last night. Check them out. Look, the Panthers looking a little bit better now. They get the win. I still think the Panthers are good for a three-peat. I don't know why. I think come playoff times they're going to be there. Let's have a look at the West first. Let's see. So in the West, it's still the Colorado Avalanche, the team to beat, way out in front there, ahead of the Minnesota Wild, Dallas Stars, and the Vegas Golden Knights. Look, officially Vancouver, St. Louis, Calgary, Winnipeg, and the Chicago Blackhawks. I think your playoff hopes are done. You are finished. It's over. In the East, the East a lot closer. When you got Tampa and Carolina out on top in front of Montreal Canadiens, Detroit Red Wings. At the moment, the playoff cutoff line is the New York Islanders. But look, between the Islanders that are in the 8th spot and all the way to even the New Jersey Devils, I think they're all still in the playoff hunt. There's still about 26 to 28 games, depending on which team to go. So I think it could still be a big playoff push there. And I think the Panthers, they're going to win the next 2-3 games and then they'll be in the playoff hunt. Let's look who's doing the scoring there. Top points in the NHL. Connor McDavid ahead of Nathan McKinnon and Nikita Kucherov. Look, that's impressive. Connor McDavid going to get over 100 points again this season. So will McKinnon and Kucherov. Then Macklin Celebrini's there as well. Leon Draisaitl. I'm looking forward to watching the Olympics this week. The ice hockey starts next week. That's going to be interesting. Then, who else? Well, the top goal scorers, McKinnon on 40, McDavid on 34. I think they get around about 60 goals till the end of the season. I think you win the goal scoring title with about 60. Then, top goalkeeper, Andrei Vasilevsky from the Tampa Bay Lightning. Got the best goals against average, and the best save average is Devin Cooley from the Calgary, that's Calgary Flames, isn't it? There you go. So we'll see. It's looking at 92% save quote. That's very impressive, man. That is very impressive. There's a trade deadline also coming up for the NHL. Don't forget, it's All-Star Weekend coming up as well for the NHL. I'll get into that next week. Then in the NBA, some results there last night. That Nuggets-Pistons game went into double overtime. Good win for the Pistons. Timberwolves starting to get some good wins. Celtics, that's an impressive win against the Rockets. Pelicans losing to the Bucks. Look, at the moment, it's hard to put these teams in because due to the trades, a lot of players that weren't playing because they just got traded. So, James Harden hasn't played yet for the Cavaliers. Darius Garland hasn't played for the Clippers. So, they played each other last night. I mean, crazy stuff going on there. But check out all the other results before I get into the standings. Here we go. Eastern Conference. Look, Detroit has been impressive all season. Will they drop into the transfer and try to get some trades going there? The Knicks Celtics, Cavaliers, 76ers. It's a very good lineup there. The Raptors. I only think the Charlotte Hornets still have a chance. Otherwise, I think the Bucks, the Nets, the Wizards, and the Pacers are done. All depends if the Bucks do trade Giannis. That's the question. Then out in the West, the San Antonio Spurs seem to have the number of Oklahoma City. They've played them 4 times, beaten them 3 times. So Thunder, Spurs, and Nuggets out on top there, followed by the Rockets. I think that's the way it's going to stay out in the East for the top 4. I still got the Rockets winning the NBA. It depends what happens now with the trade deadline. Lots of rumors about Alpen Sengun might be getting traded. The Rockets may be trying to get Giannis. We'll see. We'll talk about the trades in a few seconds' time. Lakers, I still think the Lakers will drop into the play-ins. I don't see them keeping that 6th spot. I think the Suns will put them to that, and I actually think that the Clippers and the Warriors will move up as well. There you go. Let's have a look at who's leading the points race there. Still Luka on top there with 33.4, followed by Shai Gilgeous-Alexander with 31.8. Anthony Edwards now in 3rd. Look, Nikola Jokic will pop up there in about 1 or 2 weeks when he has enough games again to be eligible for honors. And then rebounds, Karl Anthony Towns, Rudy Gobert, and Donovan Kilgan of Portland. That's your top rebounds. Victor Wembanyama in there as well. Your top assists, Cade Cunningham. I mean, the man's playing sensational. I mean, no one's even mentioning this man for MVP, funnily enough. I mean, what he's done for the Detroit Pistons. Detroit Pistons just a solid team, man. Just a great team. They still got James Harden as a LA Clipper there in this one. He is now a Cleveland Cavalier. Then Victor Wembanyama, top blocks there. And last but not least, it's the steals. Yeah, Carson Wallace there from OKC. I like him a lot, plays well. Kawhi Leonard. I call him the new glove. So yeah, we'll see what happens there. Look, so now we got to get into the trades. I'm not going to go through every freaking trade, but we'll just start somewhere. Let's go. So you got Buddy Hield and Kuminga. They have left the Warriors and they have gone to Atlanta. And Kristaps Porzingis is now a Warrior. Is that the missing piece? I mean, look, you still got Steph that can shoot. Porzingis can shoot from outside, so he will space the floor for the Warriors because if he goes to the outside, there's more easier to get to the basket. They've still got Draymond Green. If Jimmy Butler can come back, I think the Warriors could be a dangerous team in the West now with Porzingis. Then we're going to talk about the Anthony Davis trade. I actually put it out here. Got all the information here on the Anthony Davis trade. Okay, so Anthony Davis got traded from Dallas Mavericks to the Washington Wizards. All right. He wasn't the only Maverick that left the building. Anthony Davis left, Jaden Hardy left, D'Angelo Russell and Dante Exum. They all went to the Wizards. What did the Mavericks get in exchange? Well, let me hit this man there. Here you go. They got Chris Middleton. They got AJ Johnson, Malachi Branham, and Marvin Bagley III. Plus, they got a 2026 first round pick from OKC. They got a 2030 first round pick from Golden State, which is top 20 protected. Then they got second round picks from Phoenix, from Chicago, and from Houston in 2026, 27, and 29. So retooling there a little bit from the Mavericks. I think they're trying to get a little bit younger, a little bit healthier. They've just got too many superstars there in the Mavericks that are always injured. I mean, Kyrie Thompson and Anthony Davis, just too injury prone, man. And you got to build something around Cooper Flag there, man. There you go. So who else got moved? Well. The Clippers moved, obviously, James Harden, the beard. He went off to Cleveland. Darius Garland, he came the other way. I think that's a better trade for the Clippers than it is for Cleveland. I'll be honest with you. I think the Clippers get the better player, the younger, the healthier, the more athletic player. Yes, James Harden can score. But do you need another major scorer? You've got Donovan Mitchell. I don't know how that's going to work. We'll see. Then the big question as well is, what is this man going to do? Look, he's always said he's never going to request a trade. Okay. The Bucks are not going anywhere at the moment. They need to retool, rebuild, refresh. You can get so many good pieces if you trade off Giannis. You can get a lot of first round picks for him. I think you get 3 to 4 first round picks for Giannis, depending on which players you send. Look, I've heard the Warriors are interested. I've heard the Rockets are interested. I've heard the Heat are interested. I mean, if basically every team in the NBA should be interested. Look, I'm hoping, I'm rooting, I'm crossing my fingers that it becomes a Heat. Heat's got a few good young players that can send in the other way and a few draft picks. You know, put Giannis together with Bam Adebayo. I think it could be quite interesting there and quite exciting. But we'll see. We'll see what comes up. You never know. The trade deadline has got about another 12 hours to go and then it's done. Huh? We move over to the NCAA. There were some games last night. Check them out. Portland, impressive win against Gonzaga. Oklahoma State beating BYU 99-92. Clemson taking care of Stanford in a tight one, 66-64. There's some more out there. There you go. Illinois beating Northwestern 44 points. Man, that's a little. To 84. Houston beating UCF, 79-55. The Spartans losing to Minnesota 76-73, and the Fighting Irish losing to the Cardinals 76-65 there. Notre Dame. Come on, baby. Come on. You can do better than that. Let's have a quick look at the standings there in the men. This is your ATP poll. I only do the top 60. Look, Arizona still unbeaten there on 22-0, followed by Michigan, UConn, and Duke. March Madness around the corner. Look, I don't always think these rankings, especially on the men's side, mean such a lot. Because in the men's side, there's always a lot of upsets compared to on the women's side. The women's side, you're getting the top 4 teams going to most probably to the Final Four. On the men's side, there's more upsets possible. I mean, who else would I be rooting for? I'd be rooting for Michigan State. I have an affiliation to them, so I root for them. So let's see what they can do. On the ladies' side, let's have a look at the results from last night. TCU beat Houston 90-45. UConn keep on rolling there, 86-40 against DePaul. West Virginia beat Colorado, the Buffaloes, 61-55. And Rutgers lost to the UCLA Bruins, 86-46. And then some more results there. Maryland beat the Spartans, 86-70. Baylor beat Cincinnati 76-70, and Nebraska lost to the Wolverines 88-76. Let's have a quick look at the women's table out there. Let's have a look at that's looking. Look, UConn still out on top there, 23-0. I think it's actually 24-0 now. UCLA in second spot. The Gamecocks from South Carolina in third. Texas Longhorns in fourth. Louisiana Tigers, the Louisville Cardinals are there. Michigan Wolverines, Vanderbilt, they're all there. The Spartans are there as well. So check it out. Look, once March Madness starts, we'll have a lot of games on this channel. The best part of March Madness is for me the first week when you have like 16th seed teams playing. I like it because there's always an upset, and I love filling up my NCAA bracket. My bracket always looks crap by the time it's the end. Because I always go for the underdogs. That's my problem. There you go. Then you don't want to keep the show going on too long today. Here we go. NASCAR schedule is out. Look, it all really starts this weekend with the Daytona 500 there. What are the races I always keep my eye on? Everything that's in Daytona, I keep my eye on. I do like the Phoenix Raceway, Las Vegas, Talladega, of course. Then I like the road courses of Watkins Glen. I do like that. Sonoma, always another one. Of course, Indianapolis. And then, of course, this year, we'll see. It's going to be the playoffs. Those are the ones in yellow. Darlington, Bristol, Kansas, Las Vegas, Charlotte. Always a good one, the Charlotte Motor Speedway there. Of course, Talladega. Homestead in Florida. The final is in Homestead this year. So let's see. The format has changed this year. So it's going to be a lot more interesting, I think, this year than it has been. But it all starts with the Daytona 500 on the weekend. Beautiful place. Been there a few times. Love Daytona. Love the racing there. Been to the races. It's going to be epic. you can get up to 400,000 people at these races. Fantastic, fantastic. But that's kind of across the pond for today. Listen, you guys, our next show, we'll know who's the Super Bowl champion. We'll know about all the trades that have been done in the NBA. We'll know who won the Daytona 500. So join me for that next week, same time, same place. 3 days, 10 hours, 29 minutes, and 53 seconds for the Super Bowl. So be sure to join us for that. Going to be great, guys. I hope you have a great weekend. And if you have anything to comment on, please send an email. Just at the bottom here, there you go, around about there. Send me an email, let me know what you think. Otherwise, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification button. And we'll see each other next week. Ciao, ciao.